Jai Shri Ram, dear children. Hope all of you are doing well at home and safe. So, I hope you're all done your activities which I given in the previous class. And welcome back, my dear student. In this class, we are going to discuss about a very beautiful lesson, and it's a moral lesson. And also through this lesson, we have to learn so many things. It's a morally or maybe emotionally and bravely. So this is a story. It's about a woman, about a girl. Being a woman or being a girl, we have to face many problems in this society. But this girl is a woman, so she is like a physically challenged woman. But still, she achieved in her own way, in her own field. So that is the greatest thing about this lady. She is a lesson for everyone, isn't it? Yes, let's start the lesson. All the world on her stage. All the world on her stage. This is a edited. This is a short life sketch of Sai Paranjpai, a famous theatre personality from Pune, Maharashtra. She has also directed many television serials. She won the National Award for the Best Documentary with a social purpose. Her films are relevant even today. Yes, this is a short life sketch of Sai Paranjpai. She is so dramatist and also film she is a filmmaker. So she is a famous theatre personality. She is basically from Pune, Maharashtra, and she is a famous theatre personality. She is a filmmaker and also directed so many serials. So in recent days, in this lockdown, serials have such more, isn't it? Yes, and they gave us entertainment, right? This also one achievement, children. Creating a story and so execute that story to the people, and some are they are interested and watch, and some are just refuse. So she's directed many television serials. So even today many people appreciate, so they adopt her film as a moral. Okay, even today they are relevant. Yes, let's come to the lesson. See the first first paragraph. It was a familiar sight to the residents of Pune, a plump little girl of about 6 or 7, skipping along with an elderly gentleman. Yes, so it is a very familiar to the resident of Pune. So in Pune, Maharashtra, it is in Maharashtra. Sai Paranjpai, basically from Pune, right, in Maharashtra. In resident of Pune, I think it's regularly they used to see a grandparent, elderly gentleman, and a little plum girl. They used to play, they used to talk, and they used to do whatever they want. This is familiar to the people and the resident of Pune. They laughed, talked, and had a great time. They used to laugh and they used to play and they used to do whatever they want. And they had a great time. Both a child and an elderly gentleman, they used to do whatever they want. They had spent a great time. See the second paragraph. A little girl was Sai, and the gentleman was a famous educationist. Once again, a little girl is a Sai. Those two, a Sai and an elderly gentleman. So the gentleman was a famous educationist and a mathematician, Sir R.P. Paranjpai, famous mathematician and also educationist, that is Sir R.P. Paranjpai, India's first senior wrangler and Sai's grandfather. So here Wrangler means one who scores high in Cambridge University. Those are called Wrangler children. Hope you understood. And Sai's grandfather. Sai's grandfather. ಏನು ಸಾಯಿ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಫಾದರ್ ಇದು ನೇಮ್? ಎಸ್, ಆರ್ ಪಿ ಪರಾಂಜ್ಪಾಯ್. ಅಪ್ಪ. So Sai's grandfather, that is none other than educationist, mathematician, and that is R.P. Paranjpai. Sai Paranjpai is used to call her grandfather as Appa. So ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತಿದ್ರು? ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತಿದ್ರು. As they walked, Appa put simple mathematical questions and also related fables to her. These included fairy tales, Arabian Nights, Birbal stories, and Sai naturally preferred the fairy tales to mathematical problems. Fables means it's a meaningful story. So Appa used to tell meaningful stories when they used to walk, when they used to play, and when they whatever they wanted to do. So he used to ask mathematical questions. So R.P. Paranjpai used to watch, or he used to incalculate with the fables, with the mathematical problems. And Sai always used to connect fairy tales to the mathematical problems. So see the next paragraph. Tell me a story, Appa, Sai said one day. As they set out, no, said Appa gravely. Today you tell me one. So normally Appa means R.P. Paranjpai here. He tell the stories, but particularly that day, as usually Sai asked with her grandpa to tell the story. But he replied that daily and I used to tell the stories, but today you have to tell me a story. So he asked, and she said, she did. And she did. It was a fairy tale, replete with dragons and a princess talking parrots and hidden gold. In her grandfather's direction, she started to tell the story. And a story is a fairy tale. A replete means full of, it included dragons, princes, talking parrots, and hidden gold. So Sai end the story. The Sai completed her tale with, and they lived happily ever after. So Sai end of the story. She completed the story and a tale with a happy ending. Yes. See the sixth paragraph. Said Appa. Quite interesting. Where did you read it? So after listening the story of Sai, R.P. Paranjpai asked to her granddaughter. So R.P. Paranjpai asked with Sai, that is quite interesting. But where did you read this story? He asked. So she replied, say, I didn't. I made it up, cried Sai. No, I didn't read this story anywhere. I own made it. It's my own creation, said the Sai. So her grandfather was very much impressed. That was perhaps her first fight of fancy, and it was beginning of a wonderful world of creativity. By the time she was just 8, she had published her first book of fairy tales called Mulancha Mera. So, it was the first story that was told by Sai, and that was the first stepping stone of Sai Paranjpai's life. And that creates the world of creativity. At the age of 8, actually it was very small age, isn't it children? Yes, even she might cannot matured. But still, she published her first book of fairy tales. It's a great achievement, children, isn't it? Yes, she published her first book that is called Malancha Mera. R.P. Paranjpai was very much impressed by the story of Sai. What type of story she said? She told a fairy tale replete with dragons, talking parrots, and a hidden gold. Isn't it, children? Yes. See the next stanza. Sai love for books grew with her. Books were revered objects in the Paranjpai's household. One day, Sai stepped on a book by mistake as she rushed into the library. So she loves the book very much. She used to read the book and she admires the book and she keeps the book very safely. So that was the very interesting in Sai Paranjpai. So here revered means worship. Worship. So that the books were worshipped in family of R.P. Paranjpai. So one the particular day, so it was an example for how they respect or worship of books, worship of the books. One day what happened? Sai rushed. She urgently wants to go to the library. By mistake, she rushed into library. When she is going to library, she stepped on the book. ಸೊ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಲೈಬ್ರರಿಗೆ ಅವಳು ಬೈ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕಾಗಿ ಪುಸ್ತಕದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಲಿಡ್ತಾಳೆ ಅಥವಾ ತುಳಿತಾಳೆ. ಹರ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾದರ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ಡ್ ಹರ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ದೇರ್. Stop there. See there, children. Stop right there, ordered her grandfather. Sai froze. Do you know what you just did? You kicked knowledge. That's what you did. Now ask forgiveness of the book. So her grandfather ordered her to stop there. Sai froze. Froze means stood. ಡಿಡ್ ಯು ನೋ ವಾಟ್ ಡು ಯು ನೋ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಡೂ ನೌ? ಸೊ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ನೀನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾದರ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಯು ಕಿಕ್ಡ್ ದ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್. ನಾವ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಗಿವ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವಿತ್ ದ ಬುಕ್. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಅಪಾಲಜೈಸ್ ದ ಬುಕ್. ಸೊ ಸಾಯಿ ಬೆಂಟ್ meekly and did namaskar to the book. The same punishment was given when he discovered any dog-eared book. With this, Sai learned to respect feelings about books early in life. So children, see here, these are the things shows us. So Sai bent meekly. ಮಂಡಿ ಊರಿ ಏನು ಪುಸ್ತಕಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಪುಸ್ತಕದ ಪೇಜಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಏನು ಬೆಂಡಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಸಾಯಿ ಪರಾಂಜ್ಪೈ ಅವರು ಪುಸ್ತಕದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅತಿಯಾದ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಶೋಸ್ ಅಸ್ ಹೌ ಶಿ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಬುಕ್, ಹೌ ಶಿ ಅಡ್ಮೈರ್ಸ್ ದ ಬುಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೌ she became very famous in her life. So this is the story of Sai Paranjpai. Remaining part will be continue in the next class. So I'll give some homework, children. So before that, here is your new words. Plump, round and fat. Flight of fancy, wings of imagination. Revered, respect. Meekly, mildly. So children, see one questions, page number 98. There are questions are given there, very easy questions. You can answer all that questions. Okay, that is your homework, children. And read the lesson properly, understand the lesson. Okay, thank you so much. We'll see you in the next class.